吃的是啊，我们还是没吃。
有啊，我们也有，但它那个吃着有点粉
有一个鱼，后面有个鱼。
走啊，里面还有好多。
啊，你看，你看这两个说话，这两个说话。
妈，你看估计。
你看这两个。Sorry。好可爱，你看这两个，你看这两个在要说。
多长呀，这样子。
对，你看它那两个。
是海蛇吗？
不是，这不行啊，还有吗？像啥？有拉的。
好像是。
是啊。
没有钱，你看他们俩。
有龟。
你看那嘴巴，你过去看。
啊！
这是它的肺啊。看它眼睛。
蜗牛，这是什么？小蜗牛。那小蜗牛。啊，这个蜗牛大了。啊，
你看那个一个气。这种水母啊，这种水母它没有触须的，它不会有毒的。这个在太平洋有个小岛，岛中间有一个湖嘞，有连大海的，它里面就是很多这种水母。
触须掉了，你看。
没有掉，没有掉。
哪里看？
这是。
我以前在学校里的时候看过，而且那
都是有毒的哇！
还有猴子，还有虫呢，猴子
看到你看，这个爪像个钩一样，你看就在爬呢，在你前面。你看它爪像个钩子一样。你看它好像都是像个活物一样，你看它。哎呀，它爬过来了。
对呀、动作是不是特别慢？是吗？不会的，你看它的爪子是不是那个大长钩子一样？
鱼哦，那个鱼哦，好大，它看着你呢，它想吃你了。
我把毛衣放到我书包里了，太热了。
其实你蹲下来看它的腿啊、嘴巴，你看它怎么游的，你看它那个眼睛。
什么？
A lot of people pooling on that side of the gallery, but the program's actually going to be happening on this exhibit. So anywhere you can see this wooden dock in the center of this habitat is a perfect place to watch this program. There's a lot of space up here as well, so feel free to head your way up the ramp and go ahead and find a spot where you can see the feed occur. So again, a couple housekeeping reminders just to make sure we're keeping you and our harbor seals safe. During this feeding and training program, we ask that you keep all of your personal belongings on your side of this silver and wooden railing. So that includes your cell phones, your cameras, your foods, your drinks, your children, your backpacks, everything on your side of that silver railing, just to make sure we're keeping you and our harbor seals safe. If anything does fall into the exhibit itself, please let anyone in a red vest or a marine mammal trainer know. You're not in trouble, we just want to make sure we're fetching that out of the water before it sinks all the way down the exhibit. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us here today at the Vancouver Aquarium. If you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to yell out my name. My name is Noah, I'm just over here. And we'll be heading down in a couple of minutes just to start our training and feeding program. So again, that's about 5 minutes or so. So we're excited to have you here for our feeding and training program.
Okay, turn this way, turn this way.
黑炭是呢。
Marine mammals, which are quite cool. They are really important to our ecosystems. Not only do they prey on herring that come here during the herring spawning season, but really large animals such as the transient killer whales, they do prey on these animals here that we're looking at as well. So they make up a really big part of their ecosystem here in British Columbia. These animals were all rescued, so we'll get in a little bit about how these animals found their homes here at the Vancouver Aquarium, the main part, and we're very grateful for these nations as they've been caring for the land and waters since time out of mind. So it looks like our marine mammal trainers are here, so can we give them a big round of applause and give them a warm welcome for this big training and feeding program. So, has anyone heard of the Marine Mammal Rescue Society before, by show of hands? Has anyone heard of the rescue society that we run? I see a couple hands over there. That's pretty cool. Hopefully by the end of this program I can see everyone's hands up. But the Marine Mammal Rescue Society is a non-for-profit society and center that rescues on average about 150 animals every single year. And that can range from animals such as the harbor seal, such as stellar sea lions, such as otters, sea otters. We can also rescue cetaceans, such as dolphins and whales. So it's a very important and critical sector that we have here in Vancouver that cares for our marine mammal neighbors. So we'll start by talking about these animals over here and how they actually came to the Vancouver Aquarium. Again, the Marine Mammal Rescue Society is very important. We rescue those animals and we have about an 80% success rate. So 80% of the animals that we rescue into our Marine Mammal Rescue Center are released back into the ocean. These animals have a very special case where they were deemed non-releasable. So we can talk about the first animal right over here working with Nadine. So I think Nadine's working with Pim. Pim is one of our, oh, this is Jessica. Is this Pim or Jessica? Pim, oh my God, Pim is so big now. That's Pim. Pim is the youngest harbor seal that we have here at the Vancouver Aquarium. She was rescued in 2022 and she was diagnosed with cataract. So she is almost completely blind. Therefore, she was deemed non-releasable by the Department of Fisheries and Oceans Canada, and she's here to be an ambassador for her species. So you can see Nadine is working on a couple of different husbandry behaviors with Pim. You can see that bond that the marine mammal trainers have with these animals. That's really important. These animals have to trust the marine mammal trainers in order to obviously get their food and in order to live a happy and healthy life. So that's the foundation of all the work that we do here at the aquarium. Again, that's Nadine working with Pim. Pim is getting super big, so it's kind of hard for me to tell who's who. The second animal I'm going to talk about is right over here working with Jazz. That one is Jessica Seal. She was rescued in 2019, and her case was that she had a pretty bad interaction with humans. She was found with 23 bird pellet shots to her face, leaving her almost completely blind. Therefore, she is deemed non-releasable by the Department of Fisheries and Oceans Canada, and again, she's being an ambassador for her species here at the aquarium. So again, that is an example of a negative interaction that can happen between marine mammals and humans. That's why it's really important that we give them enough space when we ever see them out in the ocean. So that's a little bit about Jessica Seal's story. The third animal I'm going to talk about is working with Bogdan right at the center over there. So his name is Da Vinci. Da Vinci is the oldest harbor seal that we have here at the Vancouver Aquarium. He was rescued in 1998, and we put them through something called fish school. And basically that's where the Department of Fisheries and Oceans Canada can tell if these animals are able to be released back into the ocean or not. Unfortunately, Da Vinci did not pass fish school. He has something called a diaphragmatic hernia, which means he's unable to digest food properly, therefore leaving him unable to thrive out of the ocean. So again, it's one thing for these animals to be able to survive in the ocean, and another for them to be able to thrive. And since he was not able to digest food properly, again, he wouldn't be able to thrive out in the ocean, leaving him here working with our marine mammal trainers and the vets that take very good care of all of our marine mammals. The last animal I want to talk about is at the very far end, working with Erica, giving you a wave over there. Erica is working with a very special harbor seal. I always say this every program, but we're not allowed to have, at least for the interpreter team, we're not allowed to have favorites. But she is my favorite. Donnelly is one of my favorite animals we have here at the aquarium because of her very special story of resilience. So she was rescued in 2021 and she was found with a boat strike to her head. If you look really closely, you may be able to see that scar on her head, and that left her completely blind as well. So again, when we bring them into the Marine Mammal Rescue Society Center, it's from one of you guys. You guys call us, you let us know that you see an animal in distress, you take a photo, you send it to us, we're able to assess the situation, and we're able to send out volunteers and vets to check out if the animal needs help or not. So again, Donnelly was found with a boat strike to her head. We rushed her to the Marine Mammal Rescue Society Center, and when we bring them to the Society Center, we don't only look at their physical appearance to see how they're doing, but we do internal kind of mapping. We can kind of do x-rays, we can do ultrasounds, we can also do blood draws, which is quite cool. And when we're doing something called an ultrasound, we found out that Donnelly was pregnant. So she actually gave birth to the first harbor seal pup at our Marine Mammal Rescue Society and Center, and we named her Dory. They have a very short period of time that they spent with their parents, so Donnelly was a very, very great mother.
Program. How are we doing?
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna go section by section. Bleachers, you've had time to practice your sailor sea lion impression. You welcome us all here with your best. Sailor sea lion, hello. Think about it. Little grass, huh? stuff to prove here. You think you can do it? Nigel, the trainer, makes his way down the boardwalk. Nigel, the best there ever was. You can download the official Nigel song on iTunes, Groove Shark, Spotify, right now. She wasn't paying attention. Alrighty. We're also joined here by wonderful marine mammal trainers in the back. We're also joined by 3 female stellar sea lions, and of course, our big stellar sea lion, Kenai, who's in the water. But of course, he is over 650 kilos. We're going to be learning all about those stellar sea lions in just a minute. But we are also joined today by the wonderful Falconer. Let's give a big bird welcome in the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. The falconer graciously blesses our presence to scare away these pesky seagulls that were brought to you by Science World. Looks like Kenai's over here now to say hi. Kenai here, the big 650 kilo sea lion, 12-year-old male, but as you see there, he's actively working with Nigel to participate in his own health care. He splashed everyone sitting on the bottom row. Now, of course, anytime you see a stellar sea lion raise a flipper, open their mouth, stick out their tongue, that's sort of like when we go to the dentist, we open our mouths and we say, oh, great, now they're yawning. No, of course, all sorts of healthcare is so important here for those stellar sea lions. We sure they are healthy and active here at the Vancouver Aquarium. Now, of course, on top, once they are all together, the stellar sea lions get all something called physical injury. Of course, that's like PE for sea lions. One activity we might see is the drift. The other activity you might see today is called a breach. And that is where a stellar sea lion will charge up all of those muscles. They'll pounce out of the water and they're going to splash. Just right here. But that's okay, folks. They're self-conscious.
Is that right here?
Yeah, just right here. Just right here. All right. Here we go. The official Nigel song.
Sweetheart, hold it. Sweetheart, hold it.